Entelodont, or more specifically Daedon in this video, is a creature showing just how weird prehistoric relatives can be. By looking at it, you can mistake it for a relative of today's pig, but in actuality it's more closely related with modern hippos and whales. Roll the intro. The first fossils of Daedon were found by Edward Cope, who named it at first Menadas, which he thought to be related to Megacerops, but a later discovery of a more complete skeleton named Eleutherium was eventually determined to be the same type of creature as Cope's Daedon. Two other animals named Amnodon and Dinohyus were also found to be practically identical to Daedon and were incorporated into the same genus. Daedon means terrible tooth, but Daedon also has its fair share of nicknames like Terrible Pig, Hell Pig, or my favorite, Terminator Pig. Also, Daedon, apart from being in the family of Entelodontae, also is part of the order known as Artiodactyla, meaning even-toed ungulate. Ungulate, if you don't know, means hoofed animals. Entelodons like Daedon had very bulging cheekbones, which were used as a protection in case of eye injury. Also, Daedon had a powerful jaw, rivaling and surpassing some carnivores from the time like the bear dog and other predators of the Oligocene epoch and early Miocene epoch. But even though it had the jaws for it, Daedon wasn't a predator. We found flat molars in its teeth, so it probably was an omnivore, like modern pigs. It probably dug up roots with its powerful head and also ate grass and bark from trees. But they weren't specialized for eating grass, unlike sheep and goats. But they did have fractures in their premolars, mostly resembling modern hyenas, which suggests they were specialized for bone eating. Now, the behavior of entelodons like Daedon resemble mostly modern hippos, being highly territorial and also having the ability to stretch their mouths like hippos to 150 degrees. The environment of entelodons such as Daedon was probably floodplains with wet and dry seasons. From other fossils around the same time of massive droughts, large groups of rhinos die around the same place. But Daedon fossils grouped together are very rare, suggesting they were solitary and not social. Here's some information from Beanbag Man. So Entelodon fossils were recovered in Eurasia and also in North America. These are the primary continents that entelodons such as Daedon were found. Also, Daedon lived during the Middle Oligocene and Late Miocene, about 29 million years ago to 19 million years ago. While we're here, let me show you just how big a Daedon was. The biggest out of all of the entelodons of the family Entelodontae. So, let me show you. So the height of a Daedon was man, this is not a big enough meter. Let me show you just how big a Daedon is without meter, using measurements.
Now you're a prehistoric pig. Ha ha!
But the reality is that a Daedon is about as big as 2.1 meters at its highest, at its hump, basically. And the reality is that he's ginormous for a pig, for Entelodon. Also, you wouldn't expect it for a prehistoric so-called pig to be this big. So that's pretty much it, okay? Goodbye.